Welcome to Toffee TV. It's the daily live Friday, the 11th of July. It's hot. It's hot out there. Very, very warm. And it's only going to get hotter this weekend. So there you go. This year, we are obviously partnering with Liverpool John Lennon Airport. My head's sort of in the way of the little there. And Liverpool John Lennon Airport will connect the North West and North Wales with more than 65 destinations across Europe and North Africa this summer. This includes the which?
I want to go to all.
I do. This includes new routes such as Split with EasyJet, Antalya with Sun Express, and in addition to favourites including Dublin, Belfast, the Isle of Man, Spain, Portugal, Greece and Cyprus. To find out more, go to liverpoolairport.com. I flew from Liverpool a few weeks ago and it was a brilliant experience. Flown a few times now. It's been done up. They're still improving it all the time. And especially if you're from here, it's so, especially from Liverpool, or the Merseyside area, it's a brilliant airport, so easy to use. But even there was people on my plane from Manchester, Birmingham and all of that. So lots of people up in the north and beyond are using Liverpool Airport. It's growing each year, so go and check it out at liverpoolairport.com. Yesterday on the news, Paul Joyce had put a bit in an article, hadn't he, about a few of, three midfield players that Everton have apparently are under consideration by the football club. They are João Palhinha, who's at Bayern Munich, former Fulham midfielder, although he's 29, nearly 30. Douglas Luiz, who was at Juve, obviously ex-Aston Villa, we know him very, very well, very good player. And John McGinn, who is either the captain of Aston Villa or has captained Aston Villa a lot last season. He's 30 as well, I think. But those are three names that are under consideration, apparently, for Everton. And if you were to pick one of the three, if you could just pick one to definitely get in for Everton, who would you go with?
Morgan Gibbs-White.
Yeah, he wasn't on my list and he's not under consideration.
Late bids, no? No? Okay. Late bid.
Yeah, I've bid for him before.
I don't know. I mean, they're all good players. Douglas is a bit younger, is he?
Yeah,
a couple of years. Yeah, a couple of years younger. You buy one, you get one free with him.
You do, very much you do.
Season tickets went on sale today for the women's team.
Maybe they should have signed him first.
Just saying.
That might have gone up.
He is a good lady, is a good footballer. She would add to the team, 2 for 1. Let's go for it.
Sure that he played for Everton before, of course.
She has on loan from West Ham, of course.
Yeah.
Listen, I like all three. I like all three. But it's I suppose the age element comes into it. I was told off by a certain gentleman, not John Blaine, for even suggesting Everton should maybe go for a Arsenal winger that could be available. I was slapped on the wrist by a certain scout, whatever, because of his age. Yeah. Even though he admitted he's still a very good player, and Arsenal would be stupid to sell him. I was ridiculed for suggesting that we should go for him. So the age thing is there, but experience is also a worthy thing in football. Seen Jordan Henderson will be coming back into the Premier League
Brentford
with
now,
Brentford. How much he loves you, Sunderland. So experience is a big thing, and if you haven't got a lot of it, and David Moyes is that kind of manager who won't be put off as such by the age if the deal is right. Now, John McGinn be tough. I don't think Villa would want to sell him.
Can't see that.
They won't want to sell him. But the other two, certainly with Juventus are
weird.
I don't want to say they're weird. I just think they have the outlook of a huge football club, but not the means of a huge football club.
I think it's weird if you're letting a 25-year-old striker who's your top scorer and be banging him in go for nothing. I think that's a bit weird.
Not if you can't pay for him, though. I mean, you've got to manage. And now in these day and age, and we all know Juventus were hot on the Super League. They were one of the leaders of it. And who knows? Maybe there's something else around the corner for Juventus. Maybe there's another investigation going on or something. I don't know. There's always something going on in Italy, isn't there? So They're trying to keep up, I suppose, with the Inter Milans of the world, the Napolis of the world.
Yeah.
And if something's not working and it's costing far too much money, then they're going to have to trim back. And maybe they're going to... Also, maybe they're going to look at starting to go for much younger players as well. They've brought Jonathan David in, haven't they? So, straight away, they've brought someone in on a free transfer. So,
maybe... the same age as Vlahovic. But...
No, but they got him for free, though, didn't they? Yeah, so, maybe they're going to look to... They'll be on less wages. And they're going to start maybe moving people around. Maybe they've seen the light and realised that you have to play everyone else's game. I think Juventus are an old-fashioned traditional team that it's taken for a while to realise that they can't do what they used to do. They're not the Juventus of old.
It's changed, hasn't it? It's changed.
Yeah.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, Douglas Luiz should be the one I'd probably have out of three. But they're all three are very good players, obviously. Yeah. Polina was very good at Fulham. Hasn't really worked at Bayern. No. John McGinn's excellent, but don't see Villa letting him go. So, Gary Ward says Hardy James is good, extremely warm afternoon with the thingy. See you, John. Adam says I saw on one of the forums last night that another podcast is claiming we're sitting back for a few days to assess what other teams do in the market. Not sure if you lads have heard anything, but if that's true, it's very disappointing. I never want to be flapping early in a window, but I also think there's a good chance to attack the market and get some big players in early. No more excuses, Everton.
It depends who the other teams are.
Yeah, I mean, I'd find that weird if that was true. Not it was said or hasn't been, but what I mean is if that was what Everton's approach was, let's see what other clubs do before we do anything. I would find that slightly odd because I think you shouldn't deviate from your plan. But I don't know. Depends what money Everton have got. Is whatever somebody else doing likely to mean a player Everton might become available at that said club for a cheaper price? Because I had no idea. I said yesterday, and I still believe it, that Everton need that right winger in and should be aiming for it to be when we set off to America. They should be aiming to have that in because that position is a starter in our team. Yeah. And Everton should be doing everything in their power to do that, and I'm sure they are. We've got a lot of work to do. 7 or 8 more players needed. There's money available. But negotiations do sometimes take a long time, I get it. But I would be surprised if we were sort of going, let's just see what happens.
Yeah, but that might be for some players, not all the players. That might be for just some players, mightn't it? That might be a knock-on effect of what Chelsea are doing or what Arsenal are doing.
Yeah, of course.
You've got to. Yeah, of course. You've got to. Players will become available when other people are signing. Signing players, aren't they? There might be players at Spurs that become available. Yeah. Because of the deals they're doing. There might, it's. I wouldn't say it mightn't be every single play, but it might be a couple of players. An area
or whatever, of the team, Everton Viking says, I know I'll get called negative, but I did expect a bit more by now. I do feel we're moving a tad slow. What do you think?
Said on many occasions, I'll judge it when it's all done. Because I don't see there's any other way of doing it. You could be flapping right now, and on Monday, Everton could have 3 lined up. I just don't think there's any point in spending any energy on.
People are allowed to be disappointed if they thought, Everton. I think a lot of people hoped that once July the 1st came, we'd hit the ground running. Didn't he? Yeah. And we've essentially brought 1 player in. And he's a big player, don't get me wrong. He was Everton's, feels like he was Everton's main target this summer. And they've got him in, which is a big thing, a big tick. I think people probably just thought there'd be 3 or 4 in by now, maybe. And that might have been made up. And listen, if Kenny Tetty would have said, yeah, he'd have been in, we'd have had 2 in by now and that. Do you know what I mean? And by all accounts, again, today, Mark Travers, that looks like there's a really good chance it's going to happen. So that could be done, couldn't it, in the next few days, and then all of a sudden, there you go. That'd be like 3. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them numbers can quickly go up, can't they?
Yeah.
Like I said, Everton. I'll be really disappointed if Everton don't bring 2 right wingers in this window.
Yeah.
And I'll be more disappointed if one of them's Jack Harrison. Only not because I don't think Jack Harrison's not a good squad player, because I do actually. But it disappoints me if we're going to try to use him on the right again when he's a better fit on the left-hand side. Or even, he's actually played even probably better than the right when he played off the striker as well at times. I think he's a useful squad player, but we've done that with him for 2 years. We've tried to shoehorn him in on the right. It just hasn't worked. So
just seeing this, Gibbs White's move to Spurs is in jeopardy as Forest consider legal action against an illegal approach.
And he will do that, won't he? Of
course he will.
Their owner is... No, their owner's... He gets a cop on.
It's a release clause though, isn't it?
Depends how it's done though, doesn't it? There was a report yesterday, and listen, we're all not naive, are we? That said, personal terms have been agreed, so now they were going to offer the release clause. And I've seen it with another... What player was it last night? Said something like they've agreed personal terms, now they're going to make a bid for him. That's an illegal
just
offer.
The general fact.
But everyone sort of does do it.
Yeah.
But you're not allowed to do it. Do you know what I mean? You have to do things by the book. Most teams probably go, we understand it goes on, of course. But if
But the amount of players Forest have signed, though, I'm not having the...
Oh, yeah,
of course, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It mostly goes on, but if he doesn't want him to go, or he feels like it hasn't been done the way he wanted it to do, or whatever, he's gonna kick up a fuss, isn't he?
It's also good to see Kyle Walker-Peters joining the London side, Besiktas.
I knew that it said it. It said yesterday, didn't it? It said Everton, and I did say that yesterday. David Ornstein put he's in the final, and Everton below. I'm like, I don't think Everton went for him.
It's good to see him. They're a good London side.
I don't think Everton went for him, so it can't really be a blow if we haven't gone for
Everton
him.
have been linked to the right back today, though, haven't they?
They have Vagianidis, the Greek lad.
Don't say that, drunk.
What? You just say Vagianidis like that.
How'd you spell it?
Vaginidis at Panathinaikos, I think. 21, 22, good attacking full-back. Georgios Vagianidis. To be fair, we were linked with him in early June. Yeah, we'll see.
That leaves it, just going back,
8 to 10 million.
just going back to Gibbs White, that leaves him in a terrible position, doesn't it? As a player.
It'll probably happen. But you never know with that owner. If there's a way round it.
Pep on the phone right now.
Pep like that. Oh, hi, Mr. Owner. I love you. I think you're great. Is there any chance we could buy Morgan Gibbs White? Go ahead. So, Matt Gibson says, afternoon, gents. I'm sure there is an urgency as they know the squad's pathetic in numbers and depth. But I'm shocked they weren't prepared to be more active than this. We need 2 right wingers, a centre midfielder, a left back, a right back, and a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Okay. And 3 of those need to be immediate starters. A right winger, a centre mid, and a left back.
No, I don't think the left back.
And the right winger and centre mid need to be here now. I don't think the left back needs to be an immediate. Mikalenko's done really well, and he done way better with Moyes as well. And he's excellent 1v1. It's the offensive side of Mikalenko that it lets him down. That doesn't mean we shouldn't have a backup there or some. Ideally, you'd go and get Malik Diouf, wouldn't you, from the Senegal?
Why wouldn't you?
From Sparta Prague, left back, who can play left mid, quick, really good crosser of the ball, strong, 21 years of age. You go and buy him and go, right, scrap it out with Micho to become the long-term one. But if Everton got, I know Tagliafico turned down Real Oviedo, didn't he? If Everton got him...
He's been like with Roma as well.
Yeah, I think he wants, in all fair, I think he wants a European club. But a team in Europe. But if Everton got someone like him who's 32 and free, who's offensively better than Miko, but is there as a different option. I think that'd be a good piece of business. I'm not convinced we need a starting left back. A right winger, I'm all day with you, Matt. All day. Centre mid, yeah, I'd love a centre midfield player. But like we said yesterday, the manager might look right now and go, I've got James Garner, Idrissa Gana-Gueye, Timmy Bunham, Harrison Armstrong. You can all play centre mid for me right now. And we've also got Charlie Alcaraz, who's played as an 8, played as a 10. He might look and go, 5 for America is fine for me right now, while we see what develop. And that might be one they're looking at, stepping back and saying, right, what is available? Yeah. A right winger, we need one. We need one. And we need 2. Told you, for me, an easy win would have been Tom Fellows. Because I think he can do a really good job. He's developing play, great crosser of the ball. It's not amazing, great crosser of the ball, but does. Kubo would be great as well. We talked about him yesterday. So maybe they're looking at these options, Matt. I'm with you. The right back, I'm not convinced on the right back. I'm really not. Unless you're getting me a right back who is our number one, 21, 22, gonna be our right back, end the story, then Jake O'Brien is fine for me. And Patterson, battle it out to see if you can develop. And Coleman, unless there's one that you cannot miss. Do you know what I mean? There's talk Livramento could leave Newcastle. Now, if Everton are going to go and get Livramento,
why?
I don't know.
Even Newcastle, he wouldn't be going down.
To City,
he'd go up, he would go down.
City.
I don't know, I'm just saying. His name, we missed it. Benitez turned him down, didn't he? But what I was saying was, if there was someone like him and you went, we're going to get him and he's going to be the right back, I'd understand that. But until you've got someone like that, the right back bit doesn't bother me, because we have got Coleman as a backup, we've got Patterson, we've got O'Brien, James Garner's done it in the past, so I'm not too worried about that bit. But the right winger, there's just a big right wing hole in our team, and it needs 2 players in there. Mark says, I'm working with idiots today, so give me some good Everton news that I can get through this Friday. Well, we bought a centre forward this week who was our number 1 target. It's sunny. We haven't lost a game of footy this season. David Moyes is the manager. We're moving to a brand new stadium.
Yeah.
I mean, what more good news do you want, Mark? Everton are back playing football on Tuesday. Do you want to watch that?
These are facts.
They're all facts for you.
Although I think Everton might be charging everyone a tenner to watch those 2 friendlies.
A tenner each?
Tenner for
the 2 of them? Yeah. Accrington and Blackburn?
Yeah.
That's all right. Should be £8 a go. You should be £8 an individual game.
It should be free. It should be free.
No, but I'm saying the use should be £8 a go.
Is it not with the membership thing, no?
No.
Oh, it is, isn't it? Alex says, afternoon, lads, would love McAtee, Hackney and Lewis. Is that greedy?
No.
It's not greedy.
Because we need players.
It's very unlikely.
Well, if Gibb White doesn't leave Forest, McAtee
coming here. He come here over Forest, then.
I don't think he would.
I do.
I don't think he would.
I think people have got a weird.
They're in Europe.
Doesn't matter. I think it doesn't. You've got to look at the bigger picture. They're not doing what they've done.
I think you play in Europe for a year, then you give yourself the show to go anywhere you want.
They are not a club that are on the up. Forest. They've had a great, mad 18 months where they stayed up and done brilliant last season, but you'll see where they are this year. They won't get back into Europe.
No, they mightn't. But players will be attracted to that because it is Europe and it's the next step up for them, isn't it?
Maybe. Not that we should care anymore, but you find it odd the players you left on freeze haven't. I do actually. I know we shouldn't care. You're absolutely right, but I find it a bit odd that the Corey and Calvert-Lewin haven't got it hasn't been announced what their next steps are. I do find it odd. Dom's on holiday. He was with Tom Davis last week, and he was posted a picture with his wife yesterday on holiday somewhere. So I don't know. Maybe he's taking some time out. Might have a few offers, and he's gone away to discuss it. The core, I thought he'd have somewhere, to be honest.
No, you're worth. No, you're worth.
Yeah. Mendoza, the Maple Leaf Toffee, says, out of the 3 in the thumbnail, I'd go after Douglas Luiz. Any of Luiz, Palhinha or McGinn would improve us massively, though. Still want us to get a fast right winger first, though. The longer that doesn't get addressed, the more apprehensive I get, correct? Graham Lloyd's is even, and gents from a chilly Sydney have missed the last few lives, but good to hear the Barry deal is over the line. It ain't chilly here, mate. It's very warm today. Everton Viking says, not that I'm not made up with the signing we've made so far. Delighted with Barry. Just thought we'd have had a couple more in by now. As for a CM, I'd like us to sign one younger and one around 25 to 29. The younger one ideally would be the long-term replacement for Garner, who we can develop over the next season or two. Also feels wrong, but we need some athleticism and height in that midfield, as we lack a bit of that. Someone with high physical ability and decent on the ball is lacking at the moment. Casey says, sat at the pool in Turkey with my headphones on. Great show as always, thank you very much. And says, on the midfielders, I'd be all over Douglas Luiz. He's exactly what we need. Do a poll, James, for the three of them. Let's just see what the people are saying. Seven Skies Astro says, get Douglas Luiz done. Type of player we desperately need. We trust. James Sweeney says, I think Douglas Luiz would be the best. Emma says, Branthwaite is the signing of the window. Fair play. Fair play. James Large says, Tagliafico would be an excellent short-term option. Roy Nixon says, see Terry Smaller signed for Preston, only 20, think he's got his act together. I don't know. I know that his last club weren't keeping him, so I don't know. We'll see. It's up to him, isn't it? James Laird says, if you brought in Douglas Luiz and Jack Grealish, that's some star power.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad pair. A lot of experience.
PJ says, Forest are selling their best players. Why would you go there?
Because they're replacing them. They're trying to replace them, aren't they? They're in Europe. They're trying to replace them. They're getting Bakayoko, aren't they?
Philip Gimmer. The what?
So yesterday they're not getting Bakayoko.
No.
He wants to a Champions League team.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go there.
That's fair enough.
Philip says, I think that Forever Plus people get their games included, but notice the club launched their own streaming service, Everton Plus. Yeah, they did. So it did say yesterday, the disclaimer at the bottom, there's no sort of decision on the games.
The games weren't on them.
Yeah, so you probably have to pay. You used to have to pay. It's the way it is. Mangala is out till about November, December, I think, with his ACL, Emma. Daniel Barton says, what do you make of this new Toffee TV Plus we're getting? I read that it would show replays of the men's senior team matches. Sounds all right. Is there a Toffee TV Plus? Where's that? We haven't... let us know. You mean Everton TV Plus? Yeah.
What did you think about Everton women signing of the Japanese international?
Interesting, isn't it?
I think we need to get Kubo now.
They've called it the market.
Get Kubo as well.
Yeah. Go full Japan.
Tremendous.
We'll be big in Japan.
Let's do it. Let's hold the German Shepherds this afternoon, lads. If we bring Jack Harrison back, I'll be devastated. Okay, we'll have to just see, won't we? James Sweeney says we could have a look at Garnacho. He said he doesn't want him, but would we have a look at him? Well, James, will we have a look? Yeah, don't know. No idea. But do you have him?
No.
Okay.
I just don't think he's got any consistency at all.
Yeah. Does have them moments that is good though.
Yeah, he could be anything he wanted. I just don't know if he's got that consistency yet.
He also comes across as a bit of a divvy, to be honest.
Yeah.
Still only 20 though. I think.
Oh, yeah. But they'd want silly money for him, wouldn't he?
40 mil, isn't it? 30 to 40 mil.
He'd be better going back to Spain, wouldn't he? He'd be better going there and going again. But it looks like they're getting rid of Rashford, doesn't it? Barca have bit finally.
Well, he took his number 10 off him, didn't he, this week? But Barca bit for him now.
Yeah, he's the number one target.
He's the number one target.
Because Liverpool has felt Diaz.
Williams gone, hasn't he? So
No, but why? I mean, I really like Marcus Rashford, but he hasn't been the same player for a couple of years, has he?
And Alba, if you look at...
He might go there and he might be reinvigorated there, might need him and do well, but the number one target seems a bit fair play.
But he's the number 3 target, actually, though, because they wanted Nico Williams and they wanted Diaz, didn't he?
Yeah,
but
he's the new number 1.
He's the new number one.
Yeah.
That's fair play, isn't it? That is fair
maybe
play.
He's like, I don't know, maybe he's a good bricklayer or something as well. Help get the stadium finished. Because they need as much help as they can get.
John Shea says, hi lads, first of all just want to say thanks to Ped for contributing towards my magazine. I think John McGinn will be a fan favourite instantly. He's a proper Everton profile. So there you go.
I do like John McGinn.
Yeah, he is good, John McGinn. He is good. Declan says supporting Everton has become exciting again. Loving the links to the likes of Luis and Paulina. Quality if we get either or both. Don't think we get both, but yeah.
Go and get both. Make a statement. Why wouldn't you?
It's one of them, isn't it? Terry Vose says if you do sign Mark Travers, you're getting a very good goalie. He's always played well for Bournemouth, but never really got a good run in the first team. Cheers, mate. Justin Holland on the super chat says, listening in Atlanta, any US players signing? Doesn't seem to be at the moment, mate. There was a link to Tim Weah, but he's going to Marseille, I think, isn't he?
Wasn't it? Well, it wasn't a link to us, but Diego Luna's getting a lot of
love.
He's going to Spain, I think, though.
It's probably the right fit.
But he's like Mexican, isn't he? Mexican-American, so he's got like that finesse.
It's probably the right fit.
He's come through, but I don't think he's a Premier League player. He's come through very quickly in MLS, hasn't he? Like, rose up very quickly, but there's just no American players. The system's just broke in America, as far as I'm concerned. It's just broke. Just don't seem to be getting the players they used to get through.
There is some really good young players, but it's what you do with them. And it's the coach, Pochettino.
There's not any really good players, though, is there? There's just solid youth players, and they just seem to, as a nation, I just think they're going nowhere until they change the way they're doing things. They don't have that hard work and playing anymore that we used to really like. They've just got they've got like a load of young kids who've been brought up a slightly different way, and they don't. That's the big thing in America now, isn't it? The work ethic. Loads of people are calling out players for not going to like the Gold Cup and thing. I'm gonna say because he didn't go, did he? Pulisic didn't go. And he was called out big time by like Landon Donovan and stuff, and he was saying like, Ronaldo and Messi play much more games than you do, and they played and turned up and had great tournaments, and you're not. And I don't know, they're just in America at the moment, they just don't seem to have those players that we saw 10-15 years ago in the Premier League, which is mad for a country that size.
No, it is. But yeah.
Like, you think even in America they'd have like, because I know it's a big country, and it's like somewhat like Europe, isn't it? But you think you'd have local areas doing it, wouldn't you? Like, all local clubs doing it in a certain way to really build a player profile. Yeah. And it just doesn't seem like it's happening. I know we got that kid signing for City, isn't he, after leaving
Kevin
Philly?
Sullivan. So he played the other night, only 15. He started the game the other night. He's a decent player, but he's 15. He's not signing for 3 years or 2.5 years, so he's one to watch at Philadelphia. But
just a shame, innit? Because it's all stalled, basically,
Richard's a Palace, the centre back. He's not bad.
Yeah, he's all right. Yeah, he's okay.
He's not bad.
He's okay.
There's a few. There's like McKennie and like Tyler Adams and stuff.
But they've all stalled out. Like Rayner, like massively stalled. He went to like Dortmund. He all thought he was the next thing. Went to Forest on loan. Has done nothing. Pulisic brilliant at Dortmund.
Yeah.
Chelsea ruined him, of course. They wanted the brand. He's gone to Milan. He did all right, but he's you know. But it's like you're waiting, aren't you, for that? You're waiting for that collection of them who are gonna just. And of course, like we've got obviously. Tingo plays for them as well, doesn't he? Jedi plays for them, but he's obviously a homegrown player who's gone to play for America. So it's a shame, really, with a year to go to the World Cup, that if they don't sort themselves out, they're gonna have a bad World Cup. They got beat at the weekend, didn't they? Mexico beat them in the final. The Gold Cup. Anyway.
That's where you're at. That's where we are.
And that's why we haven't got any American players.
Where's the next Landon Donovan and Tim Howard? Where are they?
Where are they? Where's the next Dempsey? Where are these American hard-working players? Just don't see them anymore. Where's your Joe Max Moore?
I like Cade Cowell, but he's not kicked on. He was in Mexico, I think, now. He's 21, like, but he's not kicked on. Looked brilliant at 17, 18. But that's it, innit? Got to kick on, otherwise people go past you. You don't develop. Blue Keely says, is it greedy to ask for Lewis and McGinn? Yeah, we can ask.
If they've got the money they say they've got.
Mark says Lewis broke up with his missus a few months back.
I got back with it.
She posted some pictures
Layman, she got
week.
back with him, didn't she? She's at Juventus.
Lou says, hope you've got yourself a little AC unit, lads. Feels like I'm chilling in Mount Doom here. Lol. What? Paul says, was the Arsenal player a certain player who looks like he needs an iron supplement?
Yes. He looks like that. What's that lad out of The Simpsons as well? Looks like
him, yeah.
He looks like him, doesn't he? What's his name?
Mel.
No, like Quimby or something. I'm just going to Google Grey Kid Simpsons.
Oh, yeah. I'm thinking of the other kid. Who am I thinking of? Begins with them.
Yeah, look.
Yeah. What's his name?
Wendell.
Oh, Wendell.
Look, James.
Yeah, it does, to be fair. Yeah.
Derek says, with the general consensus, Luis is he knows the Premier League and he'd be a serious upgrade from Ghana. Lou says, where's the next Onana? That's the exact type of profile we need to be targeting.
Wasn't there a video of Onana training in a Manchester City top?
It was a Haaland kit that he would have got when playing for Everton as well.
No, but what are you doing? What are these players doing training? What are they doing now? They're all...
Garnacho had a Rashford 9.
I actually think that's... I know, but I actually think that's worse than saying, I want to play in the Champions League. Is wearing another team's kit.
In that same league that you play in.
That's terrible. Like they've got... Like that is showing zero respect for any of your fans, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible.
Deck says Palina will be a monster for us. Think people forget how good he was for Fulham. Kevin Maloney says Inter is selling Buchanan. I like Buchanan. He's good for €8 million. You need to get some bargains. I want Doggy and his running mate. Everton Viking says conceit Travers happening for about 3 million when they sign Chelsea keeper, and that's great. Just think we need more and need to act. Of course we do. Of course,
listen, you're not wrong. No one's saying you're wrong. By the way, not at all. We all want signings, don't we? Play our first game on Tuesday. We all want signings. I'm just not like rushing in just at this point. I'm going to see how it develops, and that'll be like
wise men say only fools rush in.
That's true. That'll be like my base level then. That'll be like, where I know where we are, because I just don't know where we are right now. Everton might have a golden plan. A big plan, a big board with a big plan on it with all red lines.
Plan written on it.
The plan.
I like it.
The plan. They've replaced a director of football with a big wall and wool.
Plan.
Bits of wool.
String
attaching it.
I like it.
And as long as a cat doesn't get in that room, it's sorted.
Safe.
It's sorted. So I understand we've been in many ways building up to this summer for so long. You want it to like catch fire, don't you? Of course you do.
Eddie says, hear me out. Thomas Muller on a free as a third choice striker.
I'd have Thomas Muller just for the laughs. What a guy.
Just for the shirt.
Just for the shirt and for the laughs.
I feel like he's mad, isn't he?
He's just be like, am I right? This guy.
But he's not coming here as a third choice striker, is he?
Where would he go though?
I don't know, but someone would get him and play him, wouldn't he?
Man United doesn't he?
United would make him.
No, they ruined that when they got Schweinsteiger. They've already done that before.
It's Casemiro, innit?
It'd have to be MLS, wouldn't it? I don't think his skin would cope with the anywhere in the Middle East.
You make him want to go there, either though.
I know, because of his skin.
Rich says, I agree with Ped, they may be waiting for someone, but no, there's a chain that will see them come available. Said we have money, so we know what cash we may have. Yeah, of course, people in charge of the plan know what they're doing. Let's be having you says, all right, fellas, hope everyone's good. Would rather have McAtee, but out of the three, I'd pick Luis. On another note, I decided to have a look at Barry's season highlights on Tuesday. On Tuesday? On YouTube, reading one above. I'm reading a thing above. On another note, I decided to have a look at Barry's highlights on YouTube last night. Silly, I know, but I think this lad's going to do the business for us. Looking at his numbers, it's hard not to be enthused. Pretty impressive. He was second only to Zurich on aerial duels and Europe's top 5 league. Decent goal return for a kid in a new league. And we're all want such. Yeah, looks good, mate. We should be enthused by him. So, we've got to get him used to the team now, and then off we go. Tom Max says, good afternoon, gentlemen, from a hot and sunny Dublin. I was disappointed to find out that Forever Blue Plus membership doesn't include a membership card. Everton say it's now a digital membership.
What do you want
a little card?
What do you want a card for?
But it was nice to receive that piece of plastic with your season membership on. I will keep last season's in my wallet just to be able to see one. Trivial from me, I know, but it was nice to be able to show off your official membership.
Listen, I've still got my Blockbuster card.
There you go.
Story. It's a true story. It's my little Velcro wallet. Still got it.
Listen, fair play.
Still got it.
Says for £60, it would not be too much to expect a little plastic card. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, but we're trying to save the planet.
And make the club money. So pure profit, so you're doing your bit. Rich says, watch the clips of today of them tasting Scottish food, and Tim looks like he's bulked up massively.
Well, he will do it, not shite.
Would love to see him develop this season. He's a talent and a presence. Tom says, caught up on yesterday's live last night. Adam asked about Toffees in Brazil. We were in Rio 18 months ago, and there is a lad who offers football trips to watch the Rio teams. We were supposed to see Flamingo with him before the game.
Flamingo?
That's what he's put, Flamingo with him. Reading it from here, aren't I? Before the game got cancelled, short notice.
Yeah.
All organised as an Airbnb experience.
Oh, yeah.
His name is Bruno, and an account name is Rio as a local. But believe...
Hang on, his name is...
Rio. Bruno, and he dances on Rio Beach. Believe he's a big Everton fan and was keen to meet up. Might want to look out for any games while in town. Nice one, Tom.
Yeah.
Gio O'Brien says, afternoon, lads. I'm thinking the same as JB yesterday. There's spinning plates going on. I expect 3 more by at least next Friday. I'd be getting on to Brands at PSV to see if they're interested on a Chimity on loan. Could have a chat about Bakayoko at the same time. Joe in Ireland. We'd have to convince him that he doesn't need European football, Champions League football, but... Spruce says, afternoon, fellas. I'd love to see us get someone like Palina in, but he would be he'd be expensive, not the ideal age. I think we need 2. A senior midfielder and a younger one with potential. I would look at Genks, Ibrahima, Bangura. But isn't Harrison Armstrong the young one with potential?
Yeah. Would you like to see Everton just like do something silly, like bid for Gibbs White? Genuinely,
yeah,
I'd be amazing.
Genuinely, like, would everyone feel better if we did that?
Threw 65 million in.
Just went genuine.
No, yeah, just genuine. We were like make balls out and just went.
Like when we bid like 50 million for Conor Gallagher, apparently.
Yeah,
it's something stupid.
Like when we bid for Alan Shearer.
Really, but when we actually bid properly, and it was like accepted.
Or just go for like Rodrigo round.
That'd be boss, wouldn't it?
League with us last night, wasn't he?
Surely there must be a list of everyone who's got a buyout clause. So at least, so you just go, where's the buyout clause, lads? You just throw your money at them, and you know that at least you're in the door, aren't you? And then you just got to sweet talk them.
Why not?
It would be good, wouldn't it, to do a bit of that, like Just get involved.
Everton Viking says the Forest owner calling anyone corrupt is the most hilarious thing ever. Tink says, all right, lads, love the show and your knowledge is fantastic, not just of Everton, but football in general. I said on Club Call, Moyes has said he wants a different style that no other team play. Keeps his cards close to his chest, so by targeting players who he has identified, there'll be a close secret. We can all speculate on who we should sign, but in Moyes I trust, and I think he'll do that in time. That's left. Just take a chill pill. Stop worrying.
Sorry, can I... The Blues, I think I need some backup here. Why is Morgan Gibbs-White a knob? Why? What's he done?
He looks like he's a bit of a knob. Very good player, though.
Okay, so he looks. So we're now at the level of he looks like a bit of a knob.
Like a bit of a
Wolves fans weren't happy when he left, and then he done a video with Forest at the end of the season saying he doesn't want to play anywhere else. And then now
he's
a month later he's going to
things like that. He doesn't care.
So Forest fans have been kicking off online about him, saying, "Why say that?"
That's consistency.
To be fair,
you knew that when you signed him.
Game's the game.
That's it, isn't it? He's. I'm not being.
Don't hate the player.
We've all seen the John Cena video. We all know the game's played now. It's just the way it is.
Eddie says, not a fan of the Ferguson links, would rather use the loan slot for Richie. He's going to Roma, so we can forget about that one. Everton Vikings says, Moyes has said on more than one occasion he wants us to challenge for Europe. Well, I don't expect Europe. I do expect us to try and compete with it. For that, we need a left back that can attack, even if it's someone who's been rotated. You can't just have him. No one said but he's not a priority starter, in my opinion. Everton Viking says the season ticket holders have to pay to watch the pre-season games. That would be silly for me.
I do find that silly. The Blues, clarified and respected. He said he's a Love Island fan.
He is. So
there you go. That's fair enough. If you just wrote that in the first place, wouldn't have needed that conversation.
Derek Cummins says, Badger need us. It sounds like an OnlyFans website.
Sounds like a cream.
That's okay when I googled it before.
No. Get rid of that search history, James.
Instead of search Greek right back, and then he gave up.
Peter says Sakamoto, right winger from Coventry, the Matoma, and Jaimo. Yeah, but he's 28, isn't he? One a younger player.
At least we're not getting linked with Ellis Sims. Not linked, but people crying it in for Ellis Sims this summer.
Tom Cannon.
Well, Tom Cannon.
Tom Cannon, yeah.
Blue Keely says, would Luis's contract be an issue? No idea.
McGinn he's on 100 grand a week.
What?
Douglas Luiz is on 100 grand a week at Juventus.
27.
That's not a lot. That's just not a lot of money anymore, is it? We had this conversation a few weeks ago. It's not a lot of money anymore.
Liverpool pay that to squad players, like proper squad players. So McGinn seems like an ideal player for Moyes. Good work rate. And also says, what days do the women's team usually play on?
Sundays,
I think.
Sundays. But I don't. But it's changing, isn't it? I think they're trying to get some consistency within the league of men's and women's playing so that they don't clash. Because we've had silly things in the past where like Everton, both teams kicked off at the same time,
and one was at Wembley.
Yeah, but like just normal league games, like really silly stuff.
Just playing a game, and Everton women were at Wembley, and Everton were on live at the same time.
It's like if you want that league to develop and grow, you've got to like help yourselves, haven't you?
Yeah. Bappy says we don't need a right back. Don't know why people are rattling on about a right back being needed this window. Luis, yes, hopefully he's over his injury spell, which he's suffered at Juve. Confident we'll get a pacey right winger in the next week or so with a centre midfielder, a left back. I'm assuming towards the end of the window when everything goes bonkers. Cheers, mate. Also, wouldn't mind Oscar Bob over Kubo. Okay. Everton Viking says the Everton Plus thing would be more appealing if they actually showed the full 90s from historic games. I should be able to go onto Everton TV and watch a full game from the Moyes, Royal and Kendall era. What I would say about that is that would need a vast amount of data storage, like a lot. So it would be great. But imagine having every single game, say, from the Premier League in like
on a hard drive. I know, and Evan would have to pay for that, wouldn't he? So it'd have to be whether it's worth it or not. How many people are going to sit through 90 minutes of a game? So that's a problem right there.
Paul Davies says, did anyone see the video of Amadou Onana training in City shirt?
No, I missed that.
Peter Finn says, why did no one else try and sign Theo Hernandez? Because he's on about $500,000. Isn't he on to Saudi?
Yeah.
For about $500,000 a week. Probably why. Robert Jones says, afternoon, gents. Hope you're all not melting in the studio. Worried about the lack of actual links with the right winger, but hopefully it's being kept quiet and we'll wake up one day next week to Kubo or another, not Harrison, in the new kit. I'd be very happy with Douglas Luiz, but if we can't get him, I'd be equally happy with McAtee and less so Hackney. Okay. Mendoza, the Maple Leaf Toffee, says thoughts on Florentino Luis from Benfica. Think he'd fit in well to Moyes' system. He would, he'd be good. He's 25, isn't he? He'd be a good player in that middle.
He's always linked, isn't he?
The bit.
He's always linked to Everton.
Good player, like, but I don't know whether Everton could get him. They want 25 million, I think, don't they? For him.
Standard.
Interesting. Truly interesting. Jack says, a son of my friend is in the United States youth team. So you never know, he might come through. His name is Finn McCreaney.
Sounds like an American name.
Good. Event 75 Horizon UK says, Gemini AI says Richie is definitely discussing a return with Everton officials.
Well, if the AI,
says it.
Then you know it must be true.
The Blues says Hackney's a good player depending on the price. Moyes will get his Arteta again. Shelley says no live stream. Don't know what that's to. Not sure what that's in response to. Adrian Southgate says Douglas Luiz all day. At the moment, Douglas Luiz is winning the poll with 68% of the vote. Then João Palhinha, 17%, and then John McGinn with 15%.
Nice.
Interesting. Get your vote in now, because why wouldn't you? Be silly not to, really.
Do you think the transfer market will really kick off when Chelsea come home and they all try and fit into the training ground?
Possibly when they realise they've got a million.
I think there might be like a bar, like when you go on a ride, it's like a certain height, not allowed to go in, age and height.
Millhouse it was, I was thinking of.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think they'll just be there and be like, no, over there.
Go to Velvet Rope, fellas. No, not to you. Not tonight's not for you, mate.
No, mate, your name's not that.
Not your night, mate. Not for you. No. I know. She's different.
Yeah. You're done.
Yeah. No. Not with those kecks.
Sasquatch is a blue. Says, all right, lads. I'd love it if we got Kubo, McAtee, Fellows, Luis, and Richarlison. Would pad the squad out. I mean, be a massive upgrade.
Where are we signing him from? Will pad the squad out.
He's good. He's not a bad player. Add much needed quality and hopefully allow some of our current players to up their own game. And those we sell and replace next summer or January. Papagayo would be nice, says Graham Lloyd. Good player. Lou says, I genuinely think Luis, Garner and Alcaraz in the midfield could get us Europe. How refreshing it is to be optimistic after the last few hellish years we've been through. Correct. Matt says, praying for an out of the blue serious link to a quality player tonight to set my weekend up. You might be.
Can you
just have a nice weekend anyway? Yeah,
it's going to be sunny. It's the last weekend without footies till September.
Just enjoy it. It's going to be roasting. Just enjoy it. Keith says, hi fellas, hope you're all well. Listening live for once, don't usually get the chance to comment. Top stuff as always.
Why?
Probably busy.
What's changed in your life today that you can watch this live? I want to know.
And comment.
I want to know all the details.
He's telling you now. God, he's telling you now.
Come on.
Having a mad day recovering from emergency surgery.
Okay, wasn't expecting that.
On a burst umbilical hernia. On the day my ex is getting married. Don't know what hurts more.
Are they related? Are they related?
Well, Keith, I wish you a speedy recovery, my friend.
From both heart and hernia.
Yeah, yeah.
Were you not invited?
You can't go to hospital.
No, but was he invited? Is he?
Why would they be? Are they like friends?
Well, they might be.
They're not. It's not the bloody race across the world, mate.
That was weird.
That was massive.
Because he still held a massive torch for her.
An Olympic torch.
She was Soundale actually when she was like, you know,
an Olympic torch.
That was like no, that was Statue of Liberty torch that he held for her, and she was like, "I'm moving out the minute I get home." But it happens. These people, it was kids involved. People remain friends. You know, I'm just asking the question. But are they related? Who knows?
Royal Blue Rich has never watched YouTube of players we signed. First and last time he did was Klassen. Blue Keely says, obviously, hope we get the signings we need for the first team. But there is some focus on the under-21s to help us in future. But hope there's some focus. Yeah, but I think they are looking. Steve P says, I'd want Richard Rios and Douglas Luiz. If not both, then one of them. But apparently they'd only cost 20 million each, which would be great business. Those two would dramatically improve us and take us to another level. Be very surprised if nobody signs Rios. He's got Champions League ability.
They're not in the plan.
We ain't signing them two, and you know it's.
They're not in the plan. You know they're not in the plan.
Roma want Richard Rios, apparently. Everton Viking says, can't be signing two older players for centre midfield position, in my opinion. And Joe O'Brien says, didn't United say last year that personal terms have been agreed with Branthwaite?
Yeah, personal terms have been agreed with Thingy from Brian Puma. They've been. It's always every transfer you hear now. They always say personal terms have been agreed. I believe though it's not personal terms about this signing. I mean, I believe like I'm fucking on Sky Sports. Apparently, it's because the bio clause was leaked, and that's how they knew. It's not actually the other one. So it wasn't public knowledge that he had a bio clause. So
fair play.
Remember when Arsenal bid for Suarez and Liverpool just went, nah. And he was like, it's a bio clause. And they were like, not asked.
Yeah, not
bothered. What are you going to do about it? Just put the phone down.
Yeah. Made them sign a new deal. Next minute, happy to stay. And then sold them.
That was brilliant. Yeah. I did actually find that quite funny. Who's that? Get the wrong number, lad.
Yeah, well, you're on about. Let's Be Having You says, talk someone are funny this morning claiming Brentford would be ecstatic if they got Henderson after losing Thomas Frank and Brian and Bumo. Bad that even for them.
It's the Keith Andrews era. It hits different.
Hits different. And then who do you think will replace him in November?
No,
they couldn't take Sean.
No, I'm throwing the name out right now. Throwing the name out.
Scott Parker. Oh, no,
William Stiltonton. That's his full name.
Honestly,
Will Still
couldn't be
will have a great start at Southampton.
He wouldn't go there.
Brentford will come calling in November, and he'll be over there faster than he crosses the.
I predict Steve Cooper.
No, Brentford. Think of Brentford. There's a plan. There's a plan, isn't there?
Yeah, but Will Still's only just went in at Southampton.
I know, but that's what they. They've just appointed the set piece taker.
I know, but how much is?
No, but I don't see Will Still leaving Southampton for it.
I do.
Unless he's got an agreement, but I don't.
Or they go for Van Nistelrooy.
Brentford will come to their senses, and it'll be Will Still or someone's as ridiculous. Gary O'Neill, as the Blues just point.
Gary O'Neill's.
Gary
O'Neill's a sensible. Robert Jones says, who do you think will play right wing on Tuesday if we don't sign anyone? Dwight McNeil. Actually, no, when Jai's not back, so he'll play on the left.
Harrison.
Get Jack Harrison in to sign him. Harrison Armstrong. That's how mad it is. We haven't actually got anyone to play there.
Probably Patterson, won't it?
But Nathan Patterson, who's a right back, will play right mid. Because McNeil will play left and Jai's not back, so he won't. Unless he plays Charlie on the left and McNeil on the right. Beto through the middle.
4-4-2. Beto. Oh wait, Barry's
not won't be 4-4-2.
He's in Mykonos, isn't he?
I think Greece now, yeah.
Training though.
Training.
Hour a day.
Just get the phone out, run up and down, film it, get back on the air.
Get some company.
Throw that Man City shirt, lad. he was wearing shirts in Miami, wasn't he? He was wearing flamenco shirts. Yeah, he was wearing flamenco.
That's all. They don't play in our league.
That's fine. No, I don't.
And there's no way his dreams to go play for Flamengo.
No, unless he knows that lad's got the Airbnb.
Maybe fancies a couple of trips.
Yeah.
Then fair play.
John texted on the phone, going, "Yeah, I don't come and play for our lads." You're okay.
Maybe. Who knows? Anything can happen. Stranger things have happened in football, haven't they? But interesting times. Interesting. Yeah, it'll probably be Alcaraz one side, McNeil the other. Won't it?
With our depth, I'd imagine so, yeah.
Unless he goes with like Isaac Heath or something.
Didn't he take a winger with them? He just signed a new deal.
Kobe a bear.
Yeah.
Is he up there? Well, it doesn't matter where they are, does it? It'll be because they're back here, aren't they? Back today or tomorrow? Maybe tomorrow. Day off Sunday and then back at it on Monday and then Accrington Tuesday.
Yeah. Might have the likes of Omari Benjamin on the bench, something like that. Just to pad it out.
I know, I mean, I'm talking about who's starting the game on the right. Yeah. Probably be Alcaraz and McNeil, won't it?
They're all going to get
James Garner, Irabunum.
Francis Acharonko.
There's a lot of people listening to choose from.
What? Thinking of that midfield of Harrison Armstrong. But then there's no subs, is there?
No.
Yeah. Well, you have to do an hour, lads. Why? Well, on the place, basically.
It's bad.
It is, but when you look at it like that, it isn't perfect, is it?
Garner and Irabunum and that's it.
Yeah. Fair play.
Any was Japanese women available? It was Japanese women. Throw some of them in.
Well better than some of the players we've got. Maybe. Danny Evans says, thanks for what you do, lads. Best show about. I was born the year we last won a cup and just had my first newborn a few days ago. I was the bad luck and my baby is hopefully the good luck. Yeah. Oh, congratulations, Danny. Hope everything's all right. RC says the Heathmeister when we talked about who's playing. Okay. The Heathmeister, though. Mark Jones says, I think Forest, Bournemouth, West Ham and Brentford will struggle next season. Seeing what each club have lost. Got to see what happens. Right now, you look and go, ooh, but they could all sign really good. Forest will still be all right. I'm just not convinced their trajectory will carry on.
They got tasty Sundays. It always makes it tough if you don't have a big enough squad. Of course it does.
But we'll see where they are by September, when the window shuts. That's the only time you can look at it, isn't it? Sky have just reported Gibbs White move is off. Forest taking legal action. Yeah. What can you do? RC says put some fans on the bench. Someone's mentioned Adama Traore. Is it ever Adama Traore time?
No. Don't care how big his muscles are.
He's just not very good.
He's just
fast, but he doesn't do anything. Like once a season, he has that one game.
And it's always against us.
But they brought him on like down there in May, don't sure he touched the ball.
It's because there was too much sweat.
Maybe because it was
sweat mixed with baby oil, and it just doesn't work.
But you don't even see him sort of skin someone and put a cross in, or anything. He just runs dead fast and never happens. It's weird. It's so weird. No, I wouldn't be touching a damn tray.
You wouldn't be able to. You just slip off him.
You wouldn't be able to get a grip. Would you'd have to try and grab a
Be good in
shirt.
Gladiators, though, wouldn't he?
Probably, I'd be amazing. Gladiators, he'd smash it. Absolutely smash it, wouldn't he?
But literally. People, you know, I mean.
Yeah. Power. That power, pace and grease. Grease lightning.
That's the word.
John Travolta would be like...
Catch chickens.
You know, him and Kinnicky there. Kev Maloney says we don't even have 4 goalies to fill the bench.
No.
Matt Gibson says no point paying to watch the midweek game, as why take it seriously if Everton under 12s aren't?
Yeah. I don't quite get that, but it is warm.
It's a game of footy.
It is warm,
isn't it? Don't be doing that, Matt. That thing that you have a tendency to do, which is spit your dummy out if something doesn't happen in the time scale you want.
Feels personal.
No, Matt.
And this time, it's personal.
No, me and Matt go back a long way. You know, back and forth a long way. But I know that he gets very upset over things. And like...
He was just an emotional person.
There's not much you can
do. Are you
do.
trying to stunt his emotional growth?
I'm just saying. It's a game of... You don't have to pay to watch it. I'll be paying to watch it. It's a first team game and it's the first one. You see how things are looking.
You won't be paying to watch that game. You get secret links.
Of course. As if.
You get secret links. I always buy them.
It's just that after time they freeze. You're like, what the hell? And then Everton end up having to refund it. It's
I'm going. I've got a ticket.
Have you? Yeah. How'd you get a ticket?
I have friends.
I want to say you must do because you needed like
secret links
3 years of a waste ups.
I have barbers. I have barbers.
Oh, okay. Fair play. Fair play.
There's tickets available in the home end.
I was that one going.
No, I'm just saying if anyone wants to go, I can tell you.
Robert says, do you think they might be considering playing Njai down the right next season and McNeil on the left?
No, because that would be stupid.
Yeah. Said before, Dwight McNeil's going to have to really step up if he's to get in Moyes' team, like massively. None of this jogging around stuff. Everton Viking says, I know I'm Mr. Miserable, but I've just paid £1,200 for a season ticket. Not impressed that I have to pay or watch our usually terrible streams for pre-season games. I believe it should be free for all fans. On a positive note, I think it'll be a really good season for us, though. Yeah, I'm not. I
agree. Season ticket holders, member pluses, all this.
Big high.
It should all be free. I've said this the other day, and I know they've launched this thing today about it. I just don't see what they get from it. People will see the prices, and you know what they'll do. They'll go on the little fire stick and see if it's on there, and it probably will be. And that's just the truth of the matter. It is the truth. I don't see what they aim from it. And listen, they can do what they want. I don't see what they aim from it. I just think it agitates people. And you're right. It breaks. If it breaks, and even if it's out of their control, then it breaks.
I think is that like this summer you've been asked to pay. Like my season ticket went up. Whatever it was, 300 quid or 200 dog, whatever it was. Yeah. If I wanted a comparable seat, it'd have gone up 600 quid or 500 quid, whatever. People are having to pay money to join a membership thing.
Everton really should have said today with this thing launching, and it hasn't launched yet, and I've just messaged someone from the club to find out what time it launches. It's like, if you sign up for this today or you're a season ticket, you get these 2 games for free. That should be like, for me, that should be the opening offer. If you pay for this today,
trying to encourage you in.
Yeah, if you pay for this today, you get these 2 games. And if you're a season ticket holder, but as we move forward, that may change. And the Roma game, if you're not going, will be even. You might have to pay. Yeah. But these 2 games, I just don't see what they aim from it. I really don't. Because they can go, well, it'll be £10 for 2 games, and I just think that puts people off. What are you really gaining out of it? Are Aki putting it on live? Is that why Everton need to pay for it? Because it's behind a paywall? If not, just stick it on YouTube or stick it on this channel. Stick it on this channel, and obviously then people have already paid. I just don't see what they earn from it. I really don't. It's my opinion.
Lou says, obviously not currently good enough as far as I know, but I find it weird Bowman Clark isn't in the current squad with the lack of right wingers.
It's probably because the gap between the under-21s and the first team is just so big. It's just so big. Kids are flying every single week.
And he's been injured as well. He's only come back, hasn't he?
Kids are flying every single week in that under-21s, and then you stick them out on loan, or you don't.
Can't do it.
The gap's mad. You're talking about, literally now, the most competitive league in the world. Mightn't be the best, but it's the most competitive. And you're saying to kids who are
powerful,
saying to kids who do under, I was like, again, sorry for being a bore. Listen to Dunk talking about Delhi.
Oh yeah.
And he said, I watched him in a training session and I seen his physicality. He was like, he's not gonna play for us. He's done. He's absolutely done. He said, I seen by his body shape that he was finished. So you're looking at these lads and you see some of them, and they are like, you just said it there about Tim Irabunum. Tim Irabunum's come back. Chimiti come back last year, and you see how much they physically developed, because they know the first stage is, I'm going to get smashed everywhere in this league, and I have got to be. You can't move me off the ball. You can't move me off the ball. And these kids come up and you look at them. We've had this conversation loads. We had this conversation. Why are you mowing the lawn? We've had this conversation about, like, when you see like kids in like documentaries, American football or something, they're like 16, they're absolutely just jacked, and like ours look.
Ours are skin and
ours
bone.
look dead skinny, and it's like, what are we doing different? But I just think you have to have a certain physical presence, and a lot of our players just don't. And if you're playing against kids every week who have the same physical stature as you, and you're fast and you seem strong, you're going to be battered in there. So that's one of the problems, isn't it? Yeah.
Bowman Clark looks good, but it's about development now for him, isn't it? And he's the other one. Is the other one Justin Clark?
Yeah, he's that from Wimbledon.
Who's from Wimbledon? Yeah. Who they really like. He's quick. He can play wide. He's forward. Jake says Bazza mentioned Polina a few weeks ago. Another one I could see happening late on loan if it does happen. Luis should be a priority, though, if available. Yeah, well said. Kev says I've done that one. Sorry. Matt says it's my downfall with his hand up. Just keep your head up, mate. Jonathan Rickard said, would like us to go for Luis, Florentine Luis, you mean? Think he'd be Guy's replacement and Kubo. Yeah.
I wonder what they'll do.
I
wonder what they'll do with Braden Gray this year. Because he's still classed as an under 18 striker.
Yeah, 17, isn't he?
Yeah.
Is it a case of the first half of the season 21s? And then look to get him out on loan in January. Maybe. If he develops. He's only slight, isn't he?
I don't know. He's built.
Isn't he up though? Isn't he with them?
I don't know.
I'm sure in one of the first photos that's jogging, he was there.
He's built. He's built like.
Might not be.
He's built like where the shoulders are like that though, isn't he?
He's like, no, he's strong.
He's got that strength to him, but and you know, every time I've watched him, I've been impressed by him. He looks like he's got that little bit something extra. No,
his body shape, the way he moves the ball is really good.
It's where it's
developing now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's where see what happens with him.
Got to develop. Martin says, I'd give them £4 a month if they gave half of it to the 1878 for decoration costs for the games. The club do have helped occasionally with the 1878 stuff, I think, but I don't know the ins and outs of it. I know lots of times that the group have got to raise the money themselves. Fans do it, of course.
A lot of people at the club do give up their time to
and help. A lot of club staff go and decorate it and give go and do it.
Everton do have someone whose job it is to work with the 1878s. But also, you need that little bit of separation as well, don't you? So that you can, so that they can do
The Blues says, did you see Patterson against one of the kids in the 1v1 video? He made Patterson look like a world beater, and that's the levels.
I mean, that's a bit harsh considering Patterson has been a professional footballer for like 6 years.
It was against Heath.
It was Isaac Heath.
And also, it is training.
And also, Patterson isn't... People talk about him like he's terrible. He's just not. Again, that's another strange sort of take I think people have, but each to their own. James says that's why we have 2 6'5" strikers.
Exactly.
Yeah. You've got to have the same. If you haven't got that physical stature that these big lads have, you've got to have great movement, be really quick, or be really good on the ball. You've got to, if you can't sort of out-muscle defenders like clearly ours can, you have to have something else. So you have to have Mo Salah's pace, people like that. You know, them smaller strikers you've got. I mean, you know, sad Diogo Jota was fantastic movement, brilliant movement. Wasn't particularly tall, but great, you know, great in the air. And he was a lad that came through, wasn't he? Didn't come through the conventional way. He came through later on, wasn't at an academy and all that. He had that. You look around, like Richie's not particularly big, is he? But he's got good movements as well and doesn't give up. So there is different ways to do it, but you've got to have that strength. And you don't realise how strong someone like Bernardo Silva is. He's only little, but he's strong. But as well as that, he's absolutely fantastic at football as well. So these kids who have got the potential who are in the 18s and the 21s, they've got to do that work on the body, strengthen themselves, get the conditioning right to be able to cope. But yeah, Gavin says Wayne Rooney was small but a tank at the same time. How? Just the way he was built, wasn't he? He was just built like a boxer, wasn't he? Pure power all over him. So strong at that. He was like a man in a kid's body, wasn't he, really? Or a kid in a man's body, rather. It's the other way around.
I just think you should just stop talking.
Yeah, that's how he was, and he was, and as well as that, he was absolutely unbelievable at football.
Unbelievable football
as well. So, Gaspipe says this heat is brutal.
It's warm, innit? It's warm, innit?
The Blues, no, I know. I'm just saying, Patterson. Not you, but some people talk about Patterson like he's the worst footballer there. It's just nonsense, like. Mel, or MGL rather, says just been to the Wrexham game here in Melbourne.
Oh yeah,
Australia. Lots of fans flown over for the game. Fair dues. Strange watching them now from the days of Leeds Rumble.
Fair play to them. Cracking on, aren't they? Doing well.
Yeah.
Do you know how to do it? They've got people in New York as well doing meet and greets in Pele Soccer in Times Square.
After, yeah.
Yeah. Don't take Zach in there. He's going to rinse you.
No, definitely not going there. Justin Holland on the super chat says, how many homegrowns do we still need?
I think we need one.
Is it, yeah?
Because of Keane.
Oh, yeah.
I think we need one. Travers would be one, wouldn't he? Is he counted?
Don't know.
No, because he's Irish, isn't he? Or is he? Yeah, but is he Irish though? As in, like,
I don't know.
James, that's literally your job. I think we needed two. So Keane would be one.
Yeah. Chris Lambert says, "Hi lads, great show as per. Hope we get a pacey right winger in before the window closes. Currently working with a Geordie who reckons Pickford wants to go to Sunderland. He doesn't, does he? So that's just the Geordies winding it up. Tell him Isaac wants to join Everton.
Born in Ireland.
Yeah, so can't have him then.
Tony Elston says America is going to feel too hot after this weather. Isn't it just preparing America? Preparing.
This is just acclimatising.
This is nothing.
This is just acclimatising.
This is nothing. Mate, get to Florida when it's 35 every day.
It's a different kind of heat.
Here it is, because you're working and we're not built. There's no air conditioning, really, is there? To go
different kind of heat.
And it's just,
Yeah, I was just signing right back. George Finney has signed his first professional contract.
There you go. Okay, now Tony said he meant isn't gonna be too hot after this heat. There you go. You're using it as a training exercise, Tony, and I like that.
Hey, Tony.
What?
Hey, Tony.
Donny, the family. David says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Hope all is well. Sweltering here in my tiny hamlet of 2 dogs. Thanks for keeping us sane.
Is it a hamlet?
George, no. Ben says, when can I get a Baz and Ped t-shirt?
Never.
I don't think we're going to do that.
No things should exist.
Alex says Travers is from outside Dublin, but he's been at Bournemouth since 17. Doesn't that mean he's home?
It might do, but we were looking at Patterson and Coleman last week. I don't think they count. Oddly. So he might do. I don't know the exact criteria, but he might do if he's been there since he was 17. So, and if he does, then that'll be the last one. But I'm sure we'll get another one anyway.
Liam Dunn says Oscar Bob is desperate for a move to Everton, according to Goodison News.
Oh, well, there you go. She's number one.
That is the number one thing. They have the craziest stuff on there.
That's crazy.
Mark Jones says, my mate just got a photo with Moyes this morning. Fair play.
He counts as a homegrown player.
Does he? Yeah, well then
yeah.
That'll be it then. He would be the one.
There you go. If you've been at an English club for 3 years before your 21st birthday,
yeah,
then you're homegrown. Yeah. Okay,
there you go. Box tick.
Superb. Get him in.
Get him in.
Get him in.
Get it done.
Daniel says, seen someone say our houses are built to retain heat, so you must be fine in the winter. No, the houses are come freezing. There you go. Yeah. Right. We're done. That is it. I'm gone. Refresh Prem one more time. Whenever it decides to refresh, make sure there's no additional comments I'm missing. I'm going to blame the heat for the laptop, but I think it's just my laptop, in all fairness. But let's blame the heat. Let's do that.
The heat is on.
It is on. Kev Maloney says, I'm freezing because my office mate has the air condition maxed out.
But that'll be good for when you go outside, because you'll just be like, with that wall when you go through an airport to a hot place and you open the door and it just goes
that feel.
Douche like that. That's literally what it does. That's the noise it makes. Douche is what the noise it makes.
I thought you were like the Redman the other day with their sponsors. What it sounded like. Right. Thank you very much. Everybody enjoy the heat, or have a nice weekend.
Simon says, abroad they have stone marble flooring to keep cool in the summer. The UK used to have carpet to keep warm for the winter. It's a different mentality. No, it's not. It's just that it's fucking freezing here. Most of the time. We get like 5 days of heat a year. Yeah. That's why. And we all lose our minds.
It's great. I love it. Love the heat. Right. Have a good weekend. See you all later. Bye.